News 25 is brought to you by Golden Casino Group, where you'll always find great fun, good food, and fantastic entertainment, all at Gold Town, Lakeside, and the Pahrump Nugget. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight, the BLM monitors the wild horse herd, and a wrong-way crash takes the life of a young woman. News 25 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
The local wild horse herd welcomes a new baby. It's Friday, April 12th. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. The BLM is in town to decide what to do with the wild horse herd that is located at our local dairy. The Bureau of Land Management has contacted News 25 and says that they have people monitoring the herd of wild horses on the property and near the property of the former dairy off Blagg Road. The 4 adult horses and a new foal have stayed on the property, and the other 4 have wandered off, according to BLM. None of the animals have been removed or injured at this time. The Wild Horse and Burro Free Roaming Act requires that they be monitored and allowed to roam free. The dairy has said that they left the gate open so that these animals can roam in and out of the property. The BLM told KPVM this morning that the horses will eventually be gathered and relocated to a safer location once a determination is made on how to proceed. There's been a new addition to the herd as of yesterday when the new foal was born. And some sad news to report as a young California woman is killed in a wrong-way head-on crash. On Tuesday, April 9th, at approximately 3 o'clock in the morning, a white 2014 GMC U-Haul box van was traveling northbound in the southbound lanes, which is the wrong way on U.S. Highway 93 south of mile marker 2. NHP says at the same time a brown 2018 Freightliner tractor-trailer hauling double trailers was traveling southbound directly in front of the U-Haul box van. The front of the box van struck the front of the tractor-trailer. The U-Haul then caught fire. The driver of the U-Haul was ejected from the vehicle and pronounced deceased on scene. The adult male driver of the 2018 Freightliner tractor-trailer was transported to St. Rose Sienna Hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The adult female driver of the 2014 GMC U-Haul van has been identified as 29-year-old Trinidad Flores from Victorville, California. And 2 people were transported from a crash last night here in Pahrump. 2 people were transported by ground ambulance to Desert View Hospital with injuries sustained as a result of a 2-vehicle accident on Turner Boulevard and Quarter Horse Avenue. Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies and Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue were dispatched to the accident location on the south end of Pahrump. How the accident occurred is under the direction and investigation of Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies. 1 individual was taken by ambulance following a crash with a tractor today. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue and Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies were dispatched to a 2-vehicle accident this morning on Mans and Hafen Ranch Road. The vehicles involved were a compact car and a tractor. 1 person was transported by ground ambulance to Desert View Hospital as a result of this collision. Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies are investigating. When we return from this break, we'll have your entertainment report and Business First Brief with Angela Miles.
You're watching KPVM News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Grease fans, listen up. Paramount Studios is currently developing a prequel to Grease titled Summer Loving. It's in the works, and writer John August has been hired to begin the writing. The film will recount the summer fling between characters Danny Zuko and Sandy Olsen that is mentioned in the song Summer Nights. The Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival has set their schedule. The set times went on social media on Wednesday. This year, Childish Gambino, Tame Impala, and Ariana Grande will be headlining the music festival that is held annually over 2 weekends in April in Indio, California. Other performers announced are Janelle Monáe, Wiz Khalifa, and Billie Eilish. YouTube once again will be offering curated live streams of the event, but for the first time will do so for both weekends. Those tuning into the YouTube Coachella 2019 channel channel can create personalized viewing schedules and will be able to catch moments from the more than 80 acts. Coachella starts today and runs through Sunday, then picks up back on April 19th through the 21st. Actress Lori Loughlin and her husband, fashion designer Massimo Giannulli, are not ready to enter a plea for the alleged role in the college admissions scandal. The couple has appeared last week in federal court in Boston, but have not publicly indicated how they plan to plead. Actress Felicity Huffman and others have agreed to plead guilty in the case. Loughlin and Giannulli are accused of paying $500,000 to fake charities to get their two daughters into the University of Southern California as crew recruits, even though their daughters did not participate in the sport. They have been charged with conspiracy to commit mail fraud and an additional charge of money laundering. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. That's your entertainment this week.
Topping our news, the CEO of Amazon is stirring up a wage war. In a letter to shareholders, Jeff Bezos is challenging other retailers to match Amazon's hourly pay of $15. Walmart executive Dan Bartlett responds in a tweet, "How about paying your taxes?" Target already plans to hike wages to $15 in 2020. Costco brought up hourly earnings to $15 in March. Discount chain Fred's is closing 159 stores in 13 states. That retailer is struggling with slumping sales. Samsung's new foldable phone will be ready for pre-order Monday. The Galaxy Fold will be released April 26th. In today's IPO watch, Uber is on the road to its IPO. The rideshare company released its filing and will list on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol Uber. Lyft debuted a couple of weeks ago and is trading below its IPO price.
In today's JAMA report, we discuss post-operative delirium.
Delirium is common following surgery, particularly in older patients, and is associated with longer surgical ICU stays and increased morbidity and mortality. Post-op pain, pain control medications, and sedation are risk factors for delirium. Dexmedetomidine, a selective alpha-2 adrenergic agonist, is a newer sedative that may reduce delirium either because of its analgesic effects or through reduction of opioids and other deliriogenic sedatives. The current issue of JAMA has a report on a randomized trial examining whether the use of post-operative acetaminophen for pain and dexmedetomidine for sedation might reduce the incidence of delirium following cardiac surgery. The trial was conducted over 3 years at Beth Israel Deaconess Hospital in Boston, Massachusetts. The researchers recruited patients 60 years or older who were undergoing coronary artery bypass graft surgery, with or without aortic or mitral valve replacement. The trial had a factorial design, with participants randomly assigned to these combinations of postoperative analgesia and sedation: acetaminophen and dexmedetomidine, placebo and dexmedetomidine, acetaminophen and propofol, and placebo with propofol. All drugs were administered intravenously. The primary outcome was the incidence of postoperative delirium. Secondary outcomes included delirium duration, length of stay in the ICU and hospital, cognitive decline, and breakthrough analgesia within the first 48 hours. Let's review the results. The study reports that the use of postoperative IV acetaminophen reduced delirium incidence compared to placebo. There was no statistically significant difference in delirium incidence between dexmedetomidine and propofol. There were statistically significant differences favoring acetaminophen versus placebo for 3 pre-specified secondary outcomes: delirium duration, ICU length of stay, and breakthrough analgesia. There was also a statistically significant difference favoring dexmedetomidine versus propofol for breakthrough analgesia. There were no statistically significant interactions between the analgesia and sedation groups, and no differences in adverse events. The authors conclude that IV acetaminophen, when administered with dexmedetomidine or propofol, reduced the incidence of delirium when compared with placebo. Among several limitations, the trial was from a single institution with a small sample size. Thus, the results may not be generalizable, and further confirmation of the effect is warranted.
And we'll have more news right after this break.
News 25 is brought to you by Bill and Robin Law, injury attorneys. Injured, need money? Get Bill and Robin, your local Pahrump injury attorneys.
Welcome back. Well, the Board of County Commissioners discussed airports during their last meeting.
Submit airport capital improvement plan data sheets and support information to the Federal Aviation Authority for the Beatty, Gabbs, and Tonopah airports for fiscal years 2020 through 2024.
Mr. Chairman, this is an ongoing item that we see every few years. We've been working with the FAA for several years on these. I'd like to make a motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve. Further discussion?
Yes, Mr. Chair. I'd like to know which staff member or staff members went to Phoenix, Arizona.
What?
It says it right there. County staff met with the FAA on February 20th, 2019 in Phoenix, Arizona. Who?
I went as the Public Works Director. I had Darren Tuck accompanied me and Cody McKee accompanied me to Phoenix.
Was there a conference or something there?
It's an annual conference that we sit down and go over the 5-year plan that gets submitted to the FAA for continuing improvements to all of our airports. Yes.
Okay. Another follow-up question is, why do we not have a Pahrump Airport capital improvement plan?
Because we don't have an airport.
Well, I've had constituents express that Pahrump should have an airport, so
Yes,
I'm bringing it up.
We've had lots of constituents talk about that, and we dropped it a couple of years ago. So
There's only a private airport here, not owned by.
So we don't do one for them.
it's not on this agenda item. State of the agenda item.
But I'd still like to stress, and that's why I was asking why my constituents, and they get the answer. Thank you.
Further discussion? Public comment? All those in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Thank you.
Aye.
Thank you.
And Highway 160 construction blasting resumes on Monday, April 15th at 11:45 in the morning through Mountain Springs in Clark County. Motorists can expect up to a 2-hour travel delay, although they say it may be less. If you're a veteran, an animal rescue has a program that can get you a loving pet to call your own. Pups, Prisoners, and Patriots unites our nation's heroes with a loving family member.
We are a nonprofit animal rescue, 100% volunteer. We do rescue animals. One of our programs that we're working on is Pups, Prisoners, and Patriots. What we do is we take dogs from high-kill shelters. We take them up to Lovelock Correctional Center, where the prisoners train them for 12 to 14 weeks. Then we bring them back and give them to veterans. A lot of groups in town charge for this. They charge $6,000 to $10,000 for a trained animal. We do it for free because we feel like we owe our veterans a debt. Those Left Behind Foundation has been around for over 10 years. We've placed between 500 and 700 dogs a year. This program just started in April, so we're on our 3rd class, so we're going to be right at about 35 dogs. Part of the program is to make the inmates more ready to get out in the public. It's a big deal. These people are going to be your neighbors. You want them to be humane. You want them to learn the ways to get along in society. They are doing wonderful. We actually do a parade into the prison, and part of the privilege for the other prisoners that are not in the program is allowed to be in the yard and see the parade of dogs. Some of these men haven't seen a dog in 25 years. And the rate of recidivism goes completely down. It goes from 75% to 21% if the prisoner is involved in a dog program. One of the things we do with the prisoners also is to push them into learning how to train, take online courses. If you want to get out, be a trainer, be a groomer, be something, but give back to the community because we're doing this to give back to them. They need to give back to us. Right now we have close to 22 inmates in the program. That includes alternates and whatever. It varies. getting more involved, more inmates involved. So, of course, they're going to want more dogs. So that's where transport and everything else gets a little crazy. We only work with Lovelock Correctional Center right now, and it's only male inmates. But we have a lot of female staff members. We have our caseworker that handles the men is a female. So the dogs get a lot of interaction with females, too. You can go to our website, thoseleftbehindfoundation.org. Make sure to stick in the foundation because it's weird if you don't. Also on Facebook, Those Left Behind Foundation and Pups, Prisoners, and Patriots. Wonderful. We are opening it up right now for our next class for veterans. We've told everybody up on Facebook, let you know, come and get introduced. We're helping the veterans right now with placement. Again, it's a big deal because we do, if the veteran is in town, we also provide all their dog food and basic medical care for the life of the dog, so no financial impact is on the veteran to have the animal.
And Josh Osborne has today's Great Computer Deals Tech Tip.
Reporting from my man cave, it's Josh from Pahrumph's own Great Computer Deals, and it's time for another quick tutorial.
Do you ever have problems seeing smaller elements on your computer screen? Let me show you what you can do to adjust that. First, right-click on your desktop and choose Display Settings. Under Display Settings, go and adjust the drop-down list that says Change the size of text, apps, and other items. It's currently set at 100%, but you can adjust that all the way up to 175%. Next, choose the Resolution drop-down list. This is basically the dimensions of your computer screen, and the lower the number is that you set, the larger everything will become on your computer screen. Just remember, all monitors are different sizes, so you might have to adjust these numbers just a little bit to get it right.
Still need help? Come to our store where you'll find low prices and friendly faces. We're located at 1190 East Highway 372, or call us at 775-990-8833.
Officials say that 3 horses have recently tested positive for a form of equine herpes. 2 of the horses are in Clark County, while the 3rd was from California. The cases of one Clark County horse and the California horse are related, with both being in attendance at the National Reined Cow Horse Association Stallion Stakes event at the South Point Equestrian Center between March 30th and April 6th. The National Association of Broadcasters Convention, or NAB, returned to Las Vegas this week. Thursday was the final day of the event.
Hello, KPVM News and Ace Country Radio. It's Unette Gentry live from the NAB show. It's the National Association of Broadcasters Convention here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I'm representing Rushworks on behalf of Rush Beasley and his co-workers, Cam and Mike. I'm here live, and here's a sample of what I've been doing all week to help promote new audio production news systems. Well, we're here live again, another year and another NAB. I'm Unette Gentry at the Rushworks booth, South Lower 7406. For 2019, Rushworks is introducing yet another technology innovation called V-News. And here's everything you need to know about V-News in 30 seconds.
V-News is a turnkey news and entertainment production system. It includes everything needed for a single operator to produce a professional newscast, integrating one or more PTZ cameras, prompter system, lights, audio mixer, and lavalier mics. The Rundown software supports motion presets for cameras and the Rush Dolly, and includes clip playback, lower thirds, PIP and double box split screens, chroma key, recording, and streaming.
And Joe Brzezinski from the Nye County Republican Central Committee is asking the community to join him and Pastor Neil Owen from New Hope Fellowship Church at a rally scheduled this weekend for what they call late-term abortions. This very controversial subject discussed by many, as it is disputed for and against abortions at any stage of pregnancy. The petition signing event is scheduled for this Saturday at Ian Deutsch Memorial Park beginning at 1 p.m. Ian Deutsch Memorial Park is located at 1600 Honeysuckle Street.
News 46 Weather Cam is brought to you by Glenn Lerner Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Well, let's take a look at, see what it looked like earlier today on our Glenn Lerner Weather Cam. Beautiful. Just a little bit of clouds out there. Michael Donahue is going to tell us what's in store for the weekend after this break.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hello and welcome back to News 25. I'm Michael Donahue. Today's temperatures. In Las Vegas, we had a high of 71, a low of 53. In Death Valley, high of 84, a low of 57. 70-45 in Amargosa. In Beatty, 66-40. In Goldfield, 54-30. Tonopah at 51-30. Carson City at 57-33. In Fallon, a high of 59, a low of 33. And in Fernley, a high of 58 and a low of 35. Today in Pahrump, we're seeing mostly sunny skies, a high of 70 degrees. Winds coming out of the north at 13 miles per hour, 22% humidity, and sunrise was at 6:15 this morning. For tonight, it's currently 68 degrees outside with clear skies. Our low will be 46 degrees with winds of the northeast at 8 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 30%, and our sunset will be at 7:15 p.m. Now looking ahead to our 7-day, all those clouds we've been talking about this week have pretty much all dissipated out. Now we're seeing all sunny skies all through the week, with the exception of Sunday, where we're still going to see some clouds. Then the clouds will be coming back next Friday. Looking at our temperatures, our high temperatures are just going to be going in and out of those 70s and 80s. From Saturday through next Wednesday, we're just going to be in those high 70s, but on Sunday, we're going to sneak up to 81. Then next Thursday and Friday, we're going to be up in those low 80s. For overnights, from Saturday through Thursday, we're just going to be hanging out in those mid to low 50s, and then next Friday, we're going to sneak up to 60 degrees. Now, if you can't make it home in time to catch the news live on TV, make sure to check out our Facebook page. You can catch the news live online every night at 5 p.m., as well as catch up on any other news and updates. So now we're going to send it back to the desk with Deanna.
Thanks so much, Michael. And don't forget that the Pahrump Arts Council is having their Art and Soul that Saturday at Petrick Park on the corner of Basin and Highway 160. That's going to wrap up this edition of News 25. We hope you have a wonderful weekend. From all of us here at KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio 103.1 FM. We'll see you Monday.